2025 is coming up quick, and you want to make sure that you go into the new year with your brand's flows fully optimized. You want to make sure that you are able to convert your list on repeat all year long while you sleep. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can optimize your welcome series so in 2025 you can convert new subscribers every single second. Let's hop right into it. First, let's go over what we want to include in 2025 and what we want to kick out of the welcome series and leave it in 2024. And the first thing I'm going to say is having the thanks for signing up, here's an exclusive blah blah. No, we can't be basic in 2025. We want to show that our brand is different. We want to show that we're not like our competitors. We want to say something that not every brand can say. So we want to personalize that a little bit more and stand out, be less robotic. And speaking of, here's what else is that we want to leave in 2024: shoving way too many products way too soon. So we don't want to be shoving the welcome series down people's throats and showing them thousands of products that are in your store. That's exaggerating, but showing all your products at once, it's going to overwhelm your customers. They don't have a full trust in you. So how do we build that trust? And it's definitely not by having no clear brand story. So what does that mean? We want a brand story. Without a brand story, people are not going to see that your brand has actual people behind it and it's not a bunch of robots. Next, random timing in between the emails in the welcome series. We want to leave this in this year. Don't do that, because what happens when you have random emails? They're untested. You don't know if this is the perfect time delay. You don't know if this is the right time in between emails. You don't know what's going to best convert. So you want to optimize that and test that. And then lastly, we want to leave weak social proof in 2024. What I mean by weak social proof is, of course, you can include reviews and stuff like that, but you want to make sure the reviews make sense in the email, right? So if it's an email going over, say, a certain benefit of your brand, we want to have the social proof reflect that certain benefit of your brand, not just a hodgepodge of different people saying, oh, I love this product. Oh, this product did this other product did that. It's going to confuse people, and it might seem like, oh, we're going all over the place, spreading across the board. No, we want to be a little bit more specific, and we don't want to be at all spray and pray. So what do we want to do in 2025? Timing is everything. Hit them while the interest is hot. So this goes back to the random timing in between emails. We want to make sure that we're testing our send times, and we want to make sure that our first few emails of the welcome series are bangers. We want to make sure that these handle the biggest objections that the customers could possibly have and get them to make their first conversion. And speaking of, we want to handle every first order objection throughout the welcome series. Start with the biggest objection and go to the last objection by the end of the series. Then the only discount you need is the first incentive, and then you also do want a last-ditch effort for when people don't make their first purchase by the end of the 7 to 8 email welcome series. Next, we want to make sure that value comes before any heavy sales pitch. Value, value, value. People don't want to be shoved sales down their throats. They don't like that. They want to be shown, why is your brand different? Why should I trust your brand? What makes your brand stand out? Why will this product benefit me more than your competitors? Next, we want to have each email build on the last. I do say it's a welcome series, but really it's a welcome journey. You want to take your new audience members through a journey that shows them from the last email, build off of that. So if you send a welcome email, then send a brand value email, then send from that brand value email, deep dive into one of the specific missions, and then go from there. And then you handle objection one, you'll see. I'm going to show you exactly what to do in a sec. And then you also want a clear path to purchase. Don't make it complicated. Make every single button the same button for the most part, unless it's like a product specific button. Make them all direct to one page, whether it be your About Us or your bestsellers or your product page. Don't make it confusing. So I kind of like to say you want to treat your welcome series like a date. So you want to start with an introduction. You want to tell your story. You want to show your value, and then you want to build your trust. So let's hop into the welcome series and exactly how to build it out. Now that you know the background of what to do and what not to do, let me show you exactly what emails you should put where, so you can have sort of a structure to build off so you can crush your 2025. First, we have email number 1, and this is the welcome email. This is when your new audience members have peak interest in purchasing. They just gave you their email, so they have a little bit of trust in you, but now you got to build off of that and show what makes your brand stand out. Give them a little glimpse of your brand story, and then show them some recommendations or products that they should probably buy. So again, you want to have an incentive, you want to have the initial hook with the incentive, you want to have a brand story, and then you also want a clear value proposition that shows the value of your brand, whether this be a few USPs, different best sellers, or just collections that you have on your website. Next, we have email number 2, and this is where we show the brand mission / brand vision, and also a little bit of the best sellers, if applicable. You want to send this email 1 day later, and in this email, you just kind of go through, talk about why your brand was started, what's the mission of it, what's your vision, and just focus on relating the mission and the vision to your new audience member and make it resonate with them as much as possible. Drive in some pain points, show some solutions. This is where you build a lot of your brand's trust. Then we have email number 3, and this is where we show that, hey, the incentive that they signed up for, it's expiring, and you also want to handle the first objection. So this is a day later after the brand value statement. And here's again where you handle a price objection. So this is our value. This is what makes us stand out the most. This is what makes us different from our competitors completely. And then you also want to educate a little bit about the product and how the product will benefit the customer. And then also tying in some urgency by having the incentive expire. Next, we have the customer review email. This comes 2 days later after the incentive is expiring. And this is where pure trust is built. Pick a specific benefit of your brand, go through that, and then get reviews on people raving about that specific benefit and why that benefit changed their life or changed something about them to make it for the better. Next, we have email number 5, and this is where you handle objection number 2, and you also give an incentive upgrade. This comes 3 days later, so there's a little bit of a gap here, and this is on purpose because you're kind of leaning off the emails a bit, seeing if less emails will work better for your new audience member. So in this, you want to handle the second biggest reason that they haven't bought yet, and you want to compare your solution to alternatives while showcasing expertise. So this can be an us versus them email. This can be a full product benefit email if you're like a consumable or if you're a supplement. This is just where you kind of go a little bit deeper and a little bit broader on what makes your brand stand out, what makes your product stand out, and why your customer needs it. And then emails 6 through 8. Yes, I said 6 through 8. Your welcome series can't just be 4 or 5 emails. It needs to be as long as possible, because as more shots as you take, the more likely that your customer is going to see that your email is in their inbox, and they're going to be wanting more to go ahead and purchase. So these emails are all for advanced nurturing. What that means is a deep dive in content for those still on the fence. So you want to showcase USPs, handle advanced objections, and end with a personal founder connection to push them over the edge and get them to purchase. What do I mean, a personal founder connection? That sounds like a lot of words that, doesn't make sense. That means a plain text email note from the founder that speaks to your new customer or your new audience member directly. And you tell them, hey, this is why I started. I was just like you. This is similar situation to what I had, and I wanted to fix this, and now I fixed it with this product. So you want to be very, very personal with it. You also want to make sure that you make them know that this is the last incentive they're going to get, and that the incentive that they have gotten is expiring. That is the welcome series guide for 2025. But as a little Christmas present for you, since we're only a few days away from Christmas, I created a 7 essential email flow guide that shows exactly how to build every single flow that you could possibly need inside of your Klaviyo, so you can make sure that your brand is making a lot of conversions while everyone's sleeping, and even over the holidays when everyone's on break. So you'll get full flow breakdowns, and you'll also get different time and sequences and exactly when to send certain emails at what times and all the jazz. You can't beat it. It's what I use to get hundreds of thousands of dollars generated for brands every single month this year, and it will do the same for you if you follow every single step. You can find that in the description below. It'll be the first link. And other than that, like the video, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna be dropping a lot more email sauce, so you can make sure that 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, doesn't matter when, you're killing it with email marketing. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for watching.